Nothing being shared today is meant to be a replacement for therapy with a licensed mental health professional. Everything we share is for educational purposes only. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. So I've been gone for a while. I haven't been doing podcast or vlogging because I was on a hiatus. I decided to take a 40-day fast that lasted actually about 45 days. And that was me, pretty much kind of separating myself from the world, outside world a little bit in order for me to kind of get back to me and learn a little bit more about myself. And in this journey, there's going to be a lot of different things happening, with my podcast and with my YouTube channel as well, because there's so many things that I have come to learn about myself and about my spiritual journey that means that I have to make some changes in the way that I deliver my messages or share with others, because I have a different mindset as a result of me going on that spiritual journey for the 45 days. So I hope that you decide to come back and kind of see some of the different changes in my thinking and my mindset, and maybe it will cause you to be a little curious and to study for yourself and research for yourself some of the things that I have decided to share with you. Now, in this 40-day journey that I took, it wasn't just about fasting, meaning taking away things from myself. It was a way for me to kind of find out where I was in my life journey and what type of things caused me to get off my path, to getting to the me that I wanted to be. And I realized that my vibration was extremely low prior to starting the fast. And what I mean by that is, if you are experiencing emotions like shame, guilt, anger, or irritation, or emotions like that, that will cause your vibration to be very low. And low vibrations can lead to illness. And what I really want for myself is to vibrate with the emotion of joy, happiness, enlightenment. And so that is the reason why I took this journey. So there is the first thing that I saw. There's a scripture that I found when I first started this journey. And that is coming from Ecclesiastes 1:18. And it says, "For in much wisdom is much grief, and he who increases knowledge increases sorrow." Now, there's another scripture or maybe quote that I got that is similar to that, but it was given by Thomas, a disciple of Christ. And it said, "Whosoever finds the interpretation of these sayings shall never taste death. When he finds, he will be troubled. When he is troubled, he will marvel, and he will reign over the universe." And the way that I took this scripture to mean is, when I learned a lot of different things about myself and about spirituality and about the universe in itself and the power that we have, some things I found were very disheartening to me, because what I thought that I knew, I really didn't know. And what I was taught was not necessarily the truth, and taught by spiritual people, taught by pastors, taught by other religious people, so to speak. And that caused me to, seek more information and seek truth. And so when I was doing that, it was a little bit heartbreaking that I had a different mindset based off of what was taught to me. So knowing that, it caused me to seek more information and seeking more truth. And I'm changing my mind about a lot of different things as a result of what I'm learning now. So the truth will trouble you because it will go against everything that you've been taught. And is there a time when somebody told you something and you really didn't want to believe it, because to believe it means that you had to change a whole lot of things that you thought you knew? You had to adjust certain things, because if you didn't, it would cause you a disturbance in your spirit. Well, that's how it was for me. It's like all these years I've thought this one thing, and now I'm like, oh my goodness, that was never the truth. And so it bothers me a lot. You will know your power within. You will, when you learn things, you will realize the power that you actually have within. How I choose to be was totally up to me, right? I know that no one is responsible for how I feel. I'm responsible for how I feel. And I have the power to manifest what I want in my life just by how I perceive things or how I think. I know that for certain, but I don't think that I really truly realized how much power I actually have, and that I am actually the authority over my own life. I'm the authority over my own life. And all these people, regardless of their title, nobody is an authority. I'm a therapist because of career-wise and because of the path I chose and all that kind of stuff. But even though I'm the therapist, I am no more of an authority than my clients, because my clients are actually the ones who have the power to make the changes in their life. I'm just somebody who studied to become, more educated in this area, but I am not the authority over anyone. I'm not the authority of anyone's life. Nobody is the authority over our lives. We are. And so we have the power to live however we want to live. We have the power to manifest what we want in our lives. And we don't have to seek an authority to gain that. And so although people come to me for therapy, they're the ones that are actually going to heal themselves. I'm just there as helping them, get to where they're going. I'm the one that's holding the map. I'm the one that is like mapping things out for them because of what they said is their goal for themselves. But the real power is not going to come from me. I'm not going to be the one that's going to heal them. They're going to actually heal themselves, and I'm going to show them ways to get to where they want to be. So I'm not the authority, they're the authority over their lives. And that's what we need to understand, that we have all the power within ourselves to heal ourselves. The next thing that I learned, like big thing, is I needed to come to know myself. When you know who you are and you know whose you are, and I'm a child of the Most High God, of the all. I am the child of the Most High God, which means He has given me power to have the life that I want to have. He's given that to me, and yet there are many times that I am looking for something on the outside of me to teach me that or to give me that. But I actually have that power in myself, and so do you, all of those who are listening or watching me on video. So I have come to know myself even more in the 40-day fast that I took. And it is a beautiful thing. And I'm so much healthier. I'm so much more free. I feel so much lighter knowing that truth about myself. If I want to manifest something in my life, if I choose to believe that I already have it, I can experience all the feelings that come with that. Whatever I believe in my heart, my mind will make it true. And my brain will release all the hormones that associated with that belief and those feelings. I will experience it now, even before I have the thing in my hand or I attain that thing. What I believe is what comes to pass for me. Have you ever had a belief and it didn't matter what anybody said to you, nobody could make you change your mind about that? Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's like the placebo effect. I can give you an aspirin in this hand or a pill in this hand that looks like an aspirin, and it's actually a sugar pill, right? The placebo effect. I can give you, if you say you have a headache and I say, well, one of these is the aspirin. If you believe whatever you take is that aspirin, and you believe that that aspirin will get rid of your headache, whether you get the actual aspirin or the sugar pill, if you believe it, whatever it is that you believe, that's what's going to heal you. Healing doesn't necessarily come from the thing that you take. It comes from the belief that you have about what that thing that you take will do for you. Same thing with surgeries. Doctors say, and research says this, that doctors say that the actual surgeries are not what causes a positive outcome. What causes the positive outcome of the surgery is the person's belief that the surgery is going to really help them and make them better. So the healing process from the surgery is one part, but the belief that they have about it is the main thing that helps the overall outcome and the success of the surgery. So again, it's what we believe in our heart that makes us well. I have to believe it, that I'm abundant and I'm wealthy before it's even manifested. I have abundance. I have an abundance mindset, and that's what manifests for me. The emotions that are attached to that is what manifests the wealth for me, because now I'm in alignment and I will do what it is necessary to have what it is that I want. That's what I will manifest. So again, all this is to say is the power of your thoughts and the way that you perceive that will make you or break you, so to speak, make you well or make you sick. So it's the power of our mind and the power that we have within that manifests what we want. We are connected energetically. All of us are connected energetically. And one thing that I learned that was so important to me is that if we're all connected energetically, that means you and I are one. And what I want for you is the same thing that I want for myself. And so I'm always going to be considering others just as much as I consider myself, and my thoughts toward them are always going to be positive, because I want to always be emitting off the energy that I want to experience myself, regardless of what people are doing, regardless of how people are behaving. That doesn't matter, because my goal is to be love and project love out into the atmosphere, because we're all connected energetically in this universe. What goes on with me is going to affect anybody that's around me. So I am very mindful of what I share now. I'm very mindful of who I connect to. I'm very mindful of what I put in my body. I'm very mindful of everything that connects to me and through me, because we are all one in this universe, and it's important for us to love God and love one another in order for all of us to do well, because we're all sons and daughters of God. And if we keep that in mind and realize who we are and the power that we have, how much better this world will be. So that's just a starting point for me. And what's to follow, I pray and hope that it will touch you somehow and cause you to seek out the truth and seek wisdom, because wisdom is the principal thing. And no matter what, always seek wisdom and always seek understanding. Until the next time, y'all, good mental health, good spiritual health, and as always, good physical health. Y'all take great care.